that's something outside.
Hey,
Hey,
it's a little bright, huh?
there you go. We good. We good.
Okay. I'm just not used to having. Listen, that's not the glory. That's the light. All right. Don't think it's the glory. Okay. I had somebody try to trick me one time. I just want y'all to know I ain't trying to trick y'all. It's the light. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody to. Okay.
Story time. Story time. Story time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G in the place to be. Hey. And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, call my name because I'm going to let you know I'm in the building, all right? Trying to be. Yes, all day. And then now that you know me, you got to know her, okay? Because she's the one that bring the beat. She is none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. But that's right, y'all know we don't do it for ourselves no more. But we do it for the community. Hashtag community minded. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And so, as y'all know, before we dive in head first into the book of Yeshayahu, we're going to dive into a word of prayer. Father, y'all, we thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for keeping us all day on, just keeping us, building a hedge of protection for us, Father. Thank you so much that we still have breath in our bodies, y'all. Thank you for expanding our lungs. Just thank you. Thank you. Because you didn't have to do it. And it'd be crazy for us to think that we were automatically going to be here.
Yes.
That's foolishness. Father, yeah, we know that it is just but you. It's nothing by your doing. So we thank you for your hand on us. Father, we pray that you will continue to be with us on tonight during this reading, that you will give us the way how you want your word to be read. Give us wisdom, give us understanding, Father. Yeah, we just need the Ruach, Father. We want you. We need you in this session, Father. Yeah. You said where two or three will be gathered in your name. You know what I'm saying? You'll be in the midst. The third is in the chat, Father. They represent the third. Okay, 2 or 3 represent that 3, Father. So we just invite your spirit here, your Ruach here, to just give us the wisdom that we need on today. In Yahushua HaMashiach's name we pray. Amen. Hallelujah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's good and I'm loving it. Okay, I'm loving the Most High. All right, y'all. So like always, it's a solid 5th day. 5th day.
It's 5th day.
Yeah, yesterday I was here, so it threw me off.
Yeah, threw everything off.
It always throws me off. Oh my God, I didn't even share it. So y'all know we go into the book of commandments.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Come on, y'all. Thursday. Now guarding the commandments. Let's start it. All right. Real quick before I started though, I forgot to share it to where I need to share it at. Give me like a couple of minutes because I don't know how I forgot that quick. Just been real quick because my people ain't here. Good to see you. Good to see you, cousin. Good to see you.
Is that your cousin?
Yes. Yeah, so it's just been a nonstop day.
What up, cuz?
Look, we so excited. All right, so so they log on when they log in. Yeah. I'm going to be using my C0ryTim3 my app. All right, so out of the commandments, so the way I'm going to be reading it using my C0ryTim3 app. You can download it if you choose to. It is not free. They want all their money, okay? So I think it's about $21, maybe $22, but nevertheless, it's a good app to have.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's like 22. Good to see you, Auntie Kim. Good to see you. Good to see you, my cousin. Good to see you, Auntie Cammy Cam. Okay. Love all of y'all. All right. So Thursday, 5th day. Now guarding the commandments. We're going to get into it. All right. Mm-hmm. And Elohim spoke all these words. Not Levon, not Auntie Shelly on the beat. Elohim did. He said, I am Yahuwah Eloheka, which have brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other Elohim or idols before me. You shall not make unto you any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth, under the earth. You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahuwah Eloheka, am a jealous El, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and guard my commandments. Mm. You shall not take the name Yahuwah Eloheka in vain, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that takes his name in vain. Remember the day of the Sabbath to keep it holy. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah Eloheka. In it you shall not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your cattle, nor the stranger that is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that's in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yahuwah blessed the day of the Sabbath, and he hallowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which Yahuwah Eloheka gives you. You shall not kill. You shall not break wedlock. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not lust after your neighbor's house. You shall not lust after your neighbor's woman, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is your neighbor's.
Mm-hmm.
May Yah add a blessing to the hearers and readers and doers of his word.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Now, Auntie Shelly on the beat. Go ahead and give the people a recap.
Okay, we're going to give a quick recap because these recaps is, look.
Yeshayahu. He was there.
Isaiah is giving us prophecy.
Yeah.
Basically, he is letting us know. Well, let me put it this way: Yahuwah, a long time ago, was letting us know what's gonna happen to all of us, the whole line, all of my people, from this time all the way up to where we are right now. He knew we were gonna be here. That should give all of us like hope, encouragement, know that he is really a covenant keeping.
Yes, he is really,
and because he's letting us know. And then we look back at all this stuff was written a long time ago. How's it happening right now?
Because he's who he is.
Because Yahuwah is Yahuwah. He's not in time and space. He already knows what's going to happen, and he was letting us know. So when we see all this stuff, we see all these things, he don't want us to be surprised, like, woo, where'd that come from? Too many people are surprised. We're all like, why? We knew it was coming. Like all this stuff with the banks and all this.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming. But he said, don't worry about it. No weapon. None of them can defeat me. Remember, I'm eternal. They made themselves other gods. They made themselves small Elohims and all. They made them themselves. They got to carry them around. And then they bow down to them. They can't talk. They can't listen. They do absolutely nothing. He said, but you have the real thing. We have the real thing. He is alive. He is living. He carries us. So we're going to get into this prophecy. Back into. Yeah. We are on Yeshayahu or Isaiah.
Yep.
We're going to start chapter 47 all over again.
That sounds good. Now, y'all showing out with visit having 7 people on this doggone live. Y'all doing way too much, okay? Cut it out. But for the one person that's new, listen, as we dive into Yeshayahu, this may be a little unfamiliar to you. Don't feel bad. It's not you, it's us. Yeah. Okay, we'll do better to intermingle, the captivity name and then the name that we're giving it back to. All right, it's only because we're reading from the St0ryTim3 Bible. Yes, ma'am, yes, sir. And you can read along with us. Just go to St0ryTim3.net and listen, they'll send it anywhere. St0ryTim3.net. But what we don't want you to do is buy it full price. We have a story time discount for you, okay? 10% is 10%. I don't care if the clock strikes 12. It's still 10% off, all right? 10%. Just remember, though, because story time sounded like, okay, that's easy to spell. We was trying to be different, okay? We was trying to be set apart. The O in the word story is a whole 0, okay? And the E in the word time is actually a 3 as a reminder to going back to the covenant. Because what? We're guarding now.
And we got to know what to guard.
We're guarding them commandments, okay? And because we know the assignment is understood, we know our assignment, and know that it's not my merch, but it's still, we understand the assignment. All right, so if you want to read along with us,
please do.
See for
get in the chat.
Oh yes, don't hold back, please.
Yep.
Don't hold back. You said I'm starting for 48 or 47. All right. Come on, Father. Give us understanding. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babel. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldean, for you shall no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover your locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Your nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, your shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet you as a man. As for our Redeemer, capital R, Yahuwah Sabaoth is his name, the Holy One of Yasharel. Sit silent and get you into darkness, O daughter of Chaldean, for you shall no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Yep, he said where you were like sitting pretty, thinking you was commanding everybody, all covered and looking cute, everybody doing everything for you, and you just sitting there. It's like, how they call us lazy, but we did all the work.
Right? Yeah.
Don't beat them. They being lazy. They dropped my shoe. He said, all that is coming down, O virgin daughter of Babel. All that is going to be reversed.
It's coming down.
You're going to have to work. He said, I'm not meeting you like a man. You can flirt them little eyelashes if you want to. I'm not doing that. No. He said, I'm not coming to you as a man, like judging a woman, like, because there's certain things men won't do to a woman. He said, I'm not coming to you like that. I'm coming to you as a judge.
There you go.
I'm coming to you to get vengeance, and you're going to feel it.
Ooh, Father.
So don't think you're going to bat your little pretty eyes at Yahuwah.
Or your little pretty smile.
Ain't going to work. Or them little crocodile tears.
Lord knows we didn't see enough of them. All right. Verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into your hand. You showed them no mercy upon ancient. Have you very heavily laid your yoke? So he said, I allowed my people to be in bondage and to be in captivity, but you did too much.
Way too much.
You did too much to my people. Like, I know that they were disobedient, but you listen. You know how you whoop your kids, but you go, this belt ain't too much. Give me that. Go give me this switch, and then you go to the extension. You're doing too much.
Doing too much. You're doing too much.
I didn't tell you to do all that.
The punishment did not fit the crime with you.
Right. I didn't tell you to do all that.
You did too much.
And you said, I shall be a lady forever, so that you did not lay these things to your heart, neither did remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, you that are given to pleasures, that dwell carelessly, that say in your heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to you in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon you in their perfection for the multitude of your sorceries and for the great abundance of your enchantments.
So basically she's kicking back and like, she's saying, I don't remember none of this.
Yes.
We ain't the ones that made y'all slaves.
Yes.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Even though you benefit from it, even though you kind of are, you kind of are, just because you ain't doing the exact same thing.
Right.
You are, but just in a different way.
Absolutely.
Every time you call the police on us for something stupid, you're really attempting murder.
Absolutely. Because
don't think we stupid. You're really attempting murder. Just because they let you get away with it, you are really doing, act like you don't remember nothing.
And all the time. It's so funny how people get short-term memory.
Yeah, because if you don't remember, then why are you trying to tell us not to teach it? If you don't remember, you must remember how bad it is.
And why you taking it out of schools and colleges and stuff?
Because you remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's not act dumb.
And listen, and some of those, and the reality is, a lot of us are still here from that time.
Yes.
So what you don't want us to know is your great grandparents who's still here. That was in them pictures. He's still here.
Yep.
You don't want us to point the finger. Basically.
Yep. You know, talking about my children taking care of. Oh, okay. You finna know what it feel like.
Listen, try this shoe on.
Yeah, don't play.
And the crazy thing, if you ask them if they want to live in a black person shoe, they'll tell you no.
They'll tell you no.
They'll tell you no because they see how we get treated, and they acknowledge it if it's going to apply to them. Like, oh no, I don't want that life. But if it's just, and they're like, oh no, what? Get over it. Always tell us something.
No, you get over it.
You get over it.
Yeah. All then it also mentions their sorceries.
Yes, it is.
Which is their drugs.
And
their great abundance of your enchantments. Let's not act dumb.
And listen, don't think about enchantments like whatever it is. Think about every time when you're watching TV, television, telling it constantly the same. All the news people say the same script, but in different variations in tone, so it sounds different. But it's the same. It's an enchantment.
That's why. Men on here, I need you to like. I don't think it's no kids watching though.
I mean, listen.
When Yahweh tells you to stay away from those other nations. Now, right now, I'm talking about Japheth and I'm talking about Ham. So that's some of this color, but they Hamites. They do some sorcery, like with the blood that come out of them every month. Don't think they ain't put it in your food.
That's why a long time we wouldn't eat any spaghetti from different people.
We wouldn't eat no blood. We wouldn't eat nothing raw, because you don't know where that. They are still doing that.
Absolutely,
y'all crazy. Getting all these Japheth women.
Now listen,
and they doing all that stuff to you.
Now listen, there are some, there's some that will follow yo Yah.
Yeah,
there's some in there that's that can acknowledge the evil and say, I ain't with that.
Yeah,
I'll do what, babe? What we gotta do? We gotta keep this out. Okay, well, you're gonna have to teach me. You know, and for them, we salute you, because I know it ain't hard to turn. I know it's hard to turn your back on,
but it is very few of those.
It's very few, very rare, but they out there.
But you need to watch people's character.
There you go.
Like, seriously, what feeling do you get around them? Like, look, today I went to the dentist to get my tooth pulled. And actually, today the Hebrew lady did it, because y'all see my dentist.
Yes,
you have. Yes.
Yeah, he cool.
So he has another lady working for him. She's a Hebrew, and usually I go in on Fridays. So she always takes care of me because he's usually not there. But today he was there. But she still did my filling, right? But she had an assistant. I didn't really see the assistant until it was over. And I could tell the assistant was annoying her. And I was like, whoa, but she was taking charge. And every so often she would send the assistant out to go do something, and then the sister would come back and go say something. She's like, I already did it. So I get up and I look at the assistant, and it's this old white lady. And as soon as I looked at her, I was like, that's a witch. And I think she was trying to do stuff. And the lady kept sending her out the room. I think she was doing stuff wrong. And the lady kept sending, the Hebrew lady kept sending her out the room. Just about, at first I was like, where'd she even come from? I've never seen this lady.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she was, I mean, it's hard to tell how old Japheth's children are, because they be in the sun so much and they wrinkle so quick.
Oh.
So it's, they do. Most of them.
They're about to shut us down.
Unless they putting our blood on their face and stuff and drinking our blood, they age. I'm sorry, but they do.
Well.
They don't take the sun. So it's hard to tell how old she was. But if I had to compare her to like how old I am to how old she looked, I would say she was in her 80s, but I don't think she was. But she looked like it. She looked like an old witch. And I was like, and she was like, why? And I was like, how? Because I think I looked at her like, and because she was about to make the rest of my appointments, and she was like, oh, I see they're already done. I was like, yeah, bye.
Right. Mm-mm.
And then the Hebrew lady, she showed me to the door, like, here you go. And then because the lady up front was like, yeah, you good. Because sometimes you go through, you got to pay like a copay. She's like, yeah, but I was like, who is this lady?
Mm-mm.
Had I seen her, I would have said no.
Yeah, but you felt her spirit.
You felt it because I felt mostly the Hebrew lady getting annoyed, sending her out the room like, I know this lady is doing something wrong.
Okay.
And it seems like she's making stupid mistakes.
Yeah, like you know better than that.
Yeah. And so she kept sending her like away on like little things, and then she would come back only if she needed her to hold the suction thing. She wasn't trusting her with nothing else.
I appreciate that Hebrew lady. Uncle Aaron says she wanted you to bite the apple.
So that's what she looked like. No lie.
I believe you.
No lie. That's what she looked like.
Listen, I believe you.
Like that witch that got who was her name? To eat the apple. That's exactly what she looked like.
One of them fairy tales. Mm-hmm. All right, let me go into where we at?
10.
All right. For you have trusted in your wickedness. You have said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge, it has perverted you, and you have said in your heart, I am, and no one else beside me. Now listen, I can only take you through my own experience, y'all. Okay. So if I bring a church experience, it's because it's my experience. It's only my story to tell. If I ever had other experiences, I promise you I'll bring them up. So I don't want it to be like, oh, you always bring up church. It's not that. It's just that's where I come from.
Yeah.
So I was in what is it, like the theology school or whatever for them theology schools, and literally like they really be teaching seminary. What
they seminary? I call them cemetery.
Okay, that's why you always have said seminary schools. But no one listen. It's you protect what you've been taught. You don't go against that.
Yeah.
You don't. So for you, like for those that been to seminary school, and I was only in there for a couple of years, big up for you to come on to the side of the truth, because literally you had to pull away from a lot of that crazy talk. And that's why the one in the pulpit can't be wrong, because he is the one. Like nobody see his dirt. It's crazy. Now I'm not saying all leadership is like that. But just from my experience, listen, it's a stronghold. My big cousin Michael, he says spiritual discernment is so important, fam. And we can only gain it through the right relationship with Yah, through his son, Yahushua HaMashiach. Yes. Like I'm telling y'all. And even in this doggone, in the corporate, when I gave y'all the story about the guy, okay? No one saw that man setting him up.
No.
Nobody, but this man that man that set him up was operating in evil for so long that he thought, you know what?
Ain't nobody gonna see me. Ain't nobody gonna find out.
Ain't nobody gonna find me. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna check me, boo? Because he been operating it in so long. Like when people get mysteriously killed, they put it out there. This man been murdered. People get upset and they riot for 2.3 seconds.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, we own squirrel.
Yep.
We didn't forgot that little Timmy was murdered in the streets and drugged by a boat. Because
they put you under another whole spell.
A whole nother spell.
A whole nother spell.
But nobody will know. And they make it open. You know, they don't care anymore.
Yeah, because notice it says, none sees me. Your wisdom, and he said, your wisdom and knowledge has perverted you, and you have said in your heart, I am. And none else beside me. You made yourself God.
Absolutely. The wicked elites. How you take all religions and make them into one?
Yeah.
What kind of power you got?
Yep. And you're going to just throw that I am. And one time I was doing this was in BTU, I did this thing on music.
Yes.
You would be surprised how many artists. I thought it was just Beyonce. When I looked it up, because I remember she had a thing and it said I am on the front. I was like, what that? You turned over, it says Sasha Fierce. And people was trying to say, well, she was saying she's Sasha Fierce. I said, either way, she got I am on the front. You turn it over, it says Sasha Fierce. Either way, either one of them names is wrong, but you'd be surprised how through the years, a whole lot of artists have that on their front cover. Yes, you're right. I am. You are right. They have I am across all colors. Wow. I am. Through all down the years. I was like, all this? Wow. All this? Yeah. That is a mockery. That's you saying you are. I am. Creation of everything. Do what I will. Nobody don't see me. I'm not. Bow down. Like, We have been under a spell, y'all. Yes. Under a spell. All right. 11. Therefore shall evil come upon you. And listen, you know who ain't going to feel bad? Me. So let the therefore happen. Therefore shall evil come upon you. You shall not know from whence it rises. And mischief shall fall upon you. You shall not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon you suddenly, which you shall not know. You'll be like, where did that come from? What happened? I had 2 million viewers yesterday. Listen. Now I got 1. What happened? Oh, what happened? What happened to my money? What happened to everything? Like what? Why all of a sudden am I feeling? What is this like? Welcome. Stand now with your enchantments, okay? Mm-hmm. Stand now with your enchantments. And with the multitude of your sorceries, wherein you have labored from your youth. If it so be, you shall be able to profit. If it so be, you may prevail. I'll do that again. Okay. So stand now with your enchantments and with the multitude of your sorcery, wherein you have labored from your youth. If it so be. No, you don't see it. I said, if it so be. The braces. I'm saying, what do you see? I just have if so be. You have it in yours? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. You got that false prophet edition. Millennium, okay, edition. My bad, y'all. So hers says, if so. If so, and I said, if it so be. So since yours says, if so, I'm just going to read that. So, if so be, you shall be able to profit. If so be, you may prevail. So basically what he's saying is, bring your little enchantments. Yeah. You've been doing this for a year. Yeah, you've been doing it for little since you was little. Yeah. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. And let's see if it's going to be fruitful. Yeah, let's see if it works. That's what he's saying. You've been doing it for a long time. Let's see if it works. You good, right? You big and bad. Go ahead. Okay, rely on your little fleshly knowledge. Mm-hmm. 13. You are wearied in the multitude of your counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, that's as good as it's going to get today, stand up and save you from these things that shall come upon you. Now, again, let me tell y'all, because y'all know when Yahushua was a little baby, they used astrologers to find where he was. Mm-hmm. So how you use these things, okay? You use these to be like, let me look into your future. Dead wrong. Yeah. Dead wrong. Okay. He coming for that. You using all these like, oh, I'm a Leo because Leos do this and I only mess with, whatever, right. the alligators. Okay. Whoever got the alligator sign. I don't know, but dead wrong. Okay. I'm an alligator. Okay. I am. You be that. Dead wrong. Okay? Oh, a person who foretells or prophesies the future event. Yeah, he said, bring your own. If you got your own, they want to prophesy. Go right ahead. But we didn't see what this looked like, right? When the people said, go ahead. I'm going to make my sticks into snakes too. Mm-hmm. But eventually, didn't Moshe sticks eat up their stick? Mm-hmm. So we already know who got the win, who's coming out with the win. But when you do things in the wrong way, this is when you get in trouble because he created everything. Yeah. And when you get into like stars, like, yes, he showed, I believe it says it's like in Genesis that he used them for signs. But see, he also gave us timetables. So you can't just go looking up into the sky. Oh, I'm looking for a sign today. You need to look for the sign at the proper time. So when the wise men saw the star, because they knew it was a proper time to start looking for a sign.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that makes like sense.
Yes.
So then Yah's gonna show it like, yeah, this is the time. Yes. This is now follow this, or you be following stars all your life.
And see, everything is supposed to point you to the Most High. Mm-hmm. Them stars at that time pointed them to the Mashiach.
Yes, right? That star.
So if you using these things in Hasatan,
and you don't know what you're doing,
these Ouija boards and all that stuff, bro.
Yep.
Sis.
And all this astrology, no, that's useless secret.
Just like that door is open right there, that's exactly what you're doing. Open that door real wide. And you don't know what's coming through them doors.
Yep. Because there's too many people hooked up in astrology. Like they'll go, I can't leave the house today.
I was one when I was younger. I was really into the newspaper, into that little Leo stuff.
Even though I used to read it, I used to be like, it's for fun.
I thought it was fitting. I was like, how they know me? I am creative. Everybody got a little creativity in their side. Yeah.
And not only that, but if you do it every day, every once in a while, it's going to hit. But then even when it like hit that day, I'll be like, okay, but it's impossible for me to think that every single person on this earth who is a Leo, the exact same thing is gonna happen.
Yeah. But then there's this thing, so it's kind of like gambling, right?
Yeah.
So even with with Facebook doing those little games, I don't mess with that stuff because again, the door. What am I opening to?
Yeah, and they just get information.
2024 is this.
Is the year.
What am I opening my spiritual door to? Okay. I don't fool around with none of that. Now, if you fool around with it, listen, let the Ruach convict your heart. Don't let me convict it. Because listen, let me convict your heart. You'll do it the day after tomorrow. Okay. Let the Ruach do it.
Close the door, baby. Close the door.
She says, close it. I'm not dissing.
You're letting the wind in. Close the door.
All right. Auntie Riri, she says, yes, he literally broke this down to the very things our people are using again today. Hit that. It's the again for me. She also says, including the ancient African witchcraft. Yes. As if it's the heritage of all melanated people. Yes. But it's not for the Hebrews.
No.
Shaking my head. Uncle Aaron says straight facts. Until you hit us again with, I was too, zodiac signs. That's why I know we just.
I was a little child. I had 9 earrings.
Oh, see, I didn't even realize that. Your birthday, well, whatever. That's not even the case. Later in Christianity, I heard the word horror in horoscope.
Oh, it was today when I heard it.
It was today.
It was like, 10 seconds ago when I heard the horror in horoscope.
Listen, I literally just horror and horror.
Oh, my goodness.
You ain't never lied.
Oh, my God.
And she said, and let it go, too. You, girl, you learn stuff today.
That's why we like that chat.
Yep. I wouldn't have got that. Lolo says, when all they do is switch the reading for each sign every other month.
Go ahead on, girl.
Come on, man. Absolutely. All right. 13. Nope.
I think 14. You're on 14.
Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto you, with whom you have labored, even your merchants. From your youth they shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save you.
When you broke, ain't nobody gonna be thinking about you.
And the crazy thing is, this thing have kept you warm since a child, since you're youth. So when wrath comes, what you used to sit for and just gain the warmth, you ain't gonna get none of that. You just gonna be burning.
Because before they said, well, you had a bunch of money, so you bought stuff from us, or we benefit from you. Now, sorry, no benefit, so bye.
It's about to come different real quick. It's about to be real different. You ain't gonna know where it come from. All right, 48. Hear ye this, O house of Yaakov, okay, the descendants of Jacob, okay, which are called by the name of Yasharel, okay, and are come forth out of the waters of Yehuda, which swear 7 oaths by the name of Yahuwah, and make mention of the Elohim of Yasharel, but not in truth, nor in righteousness. So listen, so he goes, if you can see this, he's taking it from Abraham. When he says, and swore 7 oaths by the name of Yahuwah. This is from Abraham. That's when he did the first, like, he put the hand in the thigh and gave him and started that covenant. But not in truth, because right now our state was not in truth. We were in disobedience. So it's like, and it's crazy because even in their state of disobedience, I love you.
But right now, he's talking to Hebrews who mention my name, but you ain't for me.
You ain't, which are called by the name of Yahshua.
Yeah, but he said, but not in truth, nor in righteousness. You just calling my name because you a Hebrew. You just got on some fringes and some. We see that today. You're saying my name. You're changing your name, but you're meant to deceive, just like the purple people. They saying his name.
Yep.
They saying all kind of stuff, but you're doing it to deceive. You're not doing it in righteousness.
You're not doing it in truth.
Because remember, some of our own kind deceived us. Absolutely. Look at our history.
Absolutely. And that's crazy too, because they focus their focus, and I'm talking about them ICUs or whatever, their focus is always outer exterior.
Yes.
It's always, girl, why your head is not covered? It's always, but I'm covered in truth.
Yeah.
Right? So they always miss the
it's all outer.
The substance.
It's all outer.
When y'all said, I will write it down in your inward parts. And he used that word for a reason.
Yes.
Because
it's supposed to come from the inside out.
I'm not concerned about what you look like. I'm concerned what's in you.
Yes.
Because what's in you is going to come out, and I'm going to see further.
Exactly.
What
and that's your fruit.
And that's
what's in you is going to come out, and then that's the fruit you bear.
And I'm grateful that we're in an assembly that focus on the inside.
Yeah.
Because eventually, if you deal with my inside, y'all gonna tell me, all right, make
what
sure
to do with my outside.
What to do with my outside.
Yes.
He may not tell me to wear fringes, but at the end of the day, he gonna say, hey, you know what? Don't wear that today.
Yeah, that's not modest.
I don't want you to look like that.
Yeah.
Wear this. Right? It's so crazy. But again, they use that as a deflection because, again, I think they tied to the government, but that's just me.
I do too. Y'all,
if they working for the government, but hey, who knows? Auntie Riri, she said, that's right. And she also says, looking like a Hebrew, sounding like a Hebrew, but not living as a Hebrew. And again, like, it's also like, we don't stop that we're Hebrews. That's just the opening.
Yeah.
We go into it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just a nationality.
It's a nationality. At least I got something to tie me to a nation.
Yes.
As far as being called Black. That don't tie you into nothing.
Nothing.
Auntie Riri says, many will miss the mark, Tav, by looking for things outwardly.
Got that Tav.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and I'm working on my own obedience right now. Girl, me too.
Girl.
Me too. And you right, because listen, girl. Oh my gosh, when you just said that, when the story of Bartholomew, I don't know, or was it an ascension of somebody? Listen, somebody was telling a story. No, it was Pilate. We read the book of Pilate, right? His account.
I don't know what you're gonna say.
Okay, so let me tell you. So when he goes into a Sheol, right? And then when he goes and the thief on the cross, that was, remember he said, I will be with you in paradise this day.
Pilate. Yeah.
So the thief was trying to get into the paradise, and then the angel was like, hold up, man, who is you?
You looking kind of
scrubby. Like, you look real beat up and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you ain't coming up in here.
You ain't coming in here. Where you come from? He said, unless you got the mark. Where was the mark on his forehead?
On his tongue.
Exactly. Inside.
It was
That's
on
my
his
whole
tongue.
point. It wasn't on his forehead where he can see it. It was inside of him.
Yes.
On his tongue.
Yeah, it stick his tongue out.
Sure did. And the mark, the Tav was on it. And he was like, oh, okay, but you're still not getting in here?
You still gotta wait. I'm gonna let you sit right here. You're gonna wait.
Until Adam comes. But yes, that's why I think, what is that, Black Panther? When they put it in their lip, they knew what they was doing.
They did.
They got our stuff. They knew what they was doing. All right. Auntie Linda says the leader is or was a police officer. Okay. Oh,
I think he was the ICIU people. Yeah.
And guess what? The police officers tied to who? Government. Makes sense to me. All right. Uncle Aaron says in Christianity, they did the same thing with them suits and dresses too. Yeah, boy, I know about that. All right. Auntie Kim, she says, I woke up this morning and threw about the black doctor that decapitate. The baby.
Yeah.
It's sad that we have to watch our own people closer than other people. We know, that was a black doctor that did that.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it. Somebody mentioned it.
And he tried to cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
We know them, but our own, we are trust. Yeah. Oh wow, I did not know it was a melanated.
Mm-hmm. He probably was a Hamite.
Listen, that's why I said melanated, because I don't know who he is. I ain't gonna label him a Hebrew. Wow. Oh, and it was a woman.
Oh, I didn't know.
And that's kind of evil too, because the fact that the matter that you put that baby head back on his body and wrapped it.
Yeah, unfeeling. Usually women don't do things like that.
Wow. I'm just evil. Okay. Yeah. That's why I'm not too close. Like, honestly, I'm good with women, but I'd be like, I'll tell you straight up, she ain't for me. Mm-mm. And I won't feel bad for it.
Yeah.
I said, she ain't for me. She for somebody else's group. She ain't for me. He ain't for me. I ain't fooling with him. Because And it's sad that we have to keep a closer eye on our own.
Yeah.
And we be missing the little sallies and the little crazy. And with kids of our own, shut the front door and lock it.
That's crazy.
Evil. Huh? I bet you she would have got she would try to probably get a bonus or something if you do this. Something. I don't know. There's no way you done that on an accident. I don't know. You've been in that field for too long.
You got to, even if it is a baby, they're a little bit more delicate, but for the head to come off, I can see if the neck got broke. I mean, I can't see it then, but the head to come off, what was you doing? What can decapitate a baby's head? Like, something got to be going on. Like, it ain't just popping off.
It ain't popping off. Oh my, that just, Father. In fact, just hold that family together in your hand, Father. Yeah, we just lift them up right now in your name. Okay, where we at?
Verse 2, 48 2.
Woo. For they called themselves the holy city and stayed themselves upon the Elohai of Yasharel. Yahuwah Sabaoth is his name. I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth. And I showed them, I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Because I knew that you because I knew that you are obstinate, and your neck is an iron sinew. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stiff neck.
Stiff. And your brow brass. Okay. I have even from the beginning declared it to you. Before it came to pass, I showed it you. Lest you should say, my idol has done them, and my graven image and my molten image has commanded them. Mm-hmm. You have heard, see all this, and will not ye declare it? I have showed new things from this time, even hidden things, and you did not know nothing. They are created now, and not from the beginning, even before the day when you heard them not, lest you should say, behold, I know them. Yeah, you heard not. Yeah, you knew not. Yeah, from that time that your ear was not opened. For I knew you would deal very treacherously and were called a transgressor from the womb.
So he said, I told you this a long time ago, so you won't say, I knew that already. I'm a prophet of the Most High. Like, Duty said that, just go look, it's written down.
Yep, no, I
don't try to act like you came up with it and your little Elohim and you did your little spells. He said, no, I told you that. I told you that.
Dang, we are such a people. We be like, I know. And you ever get tired of telling people, oh, okay, you know what? You're right. You know it already. I know. I have to stop saying that. I know. Somebody tell me, just listen, because you might find out something different.
Yeah, they might add on to it.
They might add more that you didn't know. And I'll be like, But we so quick to tell people what we know. I know.
I heard that. I knew that 10 years ago.
They're like, no, you didn't. You didn't know that.
Mm-mm.
Crazy. Auntie Melly Mel, she says, no, telling what nefarious things you might do when you're fully jabbed and boosted.
Yeah.
Nefarious.
Because they really are controlling you. You think they not, but they are.
They are. I mean, that's that whole MK
technology,
Ultra, right?
Yeah, that's technology they put in you.
But if you don't think it's real and you think it's a myth, there's no way they're doing this. What do you mean mind control? That's not there's no such thing. Yeah, they want you to think like that. There's no chemtrails. They're not putting metals in the air. They know our bodies don't do well with metals. Yes, they putting it in the air.
They know exactly. They know. And that's why they putting it in the air.
But if you don't think it, guess what? They're like, good. Good. But if you forget that their whole mission is to eradicate the seed of Jacob.
Yes. And that's what happens when you don't know this.
When you don't know. You start thinking you are actually equal. Don't think that.
Yeah.
You're not that.
Because they do not think you are. We are.
We are not equal. All right.
9.
For my name's sake, will I defer my anger, and for my praise will I refrain from you, that I cut you not off. Behold, I have refined you, but not with silver. I have chosen you in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even for my own sake, will I do it. For how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another.
He said, I'm not about to let you give my glory to them, these little Elohims and all this little stuff you've been doing. He says, so you know what? I'm going to back off for a minute.
I ain't going to cut you off, though.
I'm not going to cut the whole people off because most of y'all acted up. Because remember, it's just a remnant that's going in. So that means most of us is acting a fool.
Yes. There's the majority versus the minorities.
Yep. Yeah. So he said, I'm going to keep you here for a minute because, because.
And listen how he says, and for my name's sake. We know Yahuwah Sabaoth. We know Yahuwah, what is
El Shaddai.
Eloheka. We know El Shaddai. We know Hagadol. For my name's sake, I won't do it. I will defer my anger, and for my praise will I refrain for you.
Yes. He said, I will defer my anger.
I ain't gonna put it away.
I'm not gonna wipe you out right now. I'm not gonna do this because it's gonna come a time. Because if I do it right now, the enemy gonna think he got the best of my people.
Yes.
But it's gonna come a time. You just watch.
Hearken unto me, O Yaakov and Yasharel, my called. Oh, yes. Hearken unto me, O Yaakov and Yasharel, my called. I am he. I am the first. I am also the last. I love how he said my called. Oh, my.
Yes, my called.
My called. And I'm just going to quickly put that out there. What are you called to? And I don't mean that in a preachy way. I don't mean that at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to know that. You need to know what your
assignment is. Because we say it at the end of time. When we say the E is the 3 as a calling back to the what? Oh. So that was where I was going with it. Okay. Not like what are you called to? Not like that. Not like that. Okay. All right. My hand also has laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand has spanned the heavens. When I call unto them, they stand up together. All ye assemble yourselves and hear, which among them has declared these things. Yahuwah has loved him. He will do his pleasure on Babel, and his arm shall be on the Castile. I, even I, have spoken. Yeah, I have called him. I have brought him, and he shall make his ways prosperous. Auntie Riri says, if Yah says no other Elohim before me, because he is a jealous power, then that's exactly what he means. Facts upon facts.
He said it, he meant it.
He meant what he said and said what he meant.
He said, I don't talk to y'all in secret. Exactly. I tell you what I mean.
But the whole time, I thought he was a mysterious
boy. Right? Like it was a bunch of mysteries.
I thought I had to live so good to find out what he meant. Like he gonna reveal some secrets the whole time. Listen, we're reading Isaiah, and the whole time it was in here.
Yep.
But because I wasn't taught to look at the scriptures from a Hebraic way, I thought that it was I had to do righteous things and good things to get close and understand him.
Yes. Yes. Because the biggest mysteries we're going to find out, because remember he said when we get there, we're going to be learning things all the time. That's because it can't be explained down here.
Yeah.
Just like when Yeshayahu ascended up, he's like, I'm good, I can stay here.
Yes.
He can't describe that.
Yes.
All the stuff John was describing in Revelation, I'm doing the best I can, but when y'all get there, that's why he said we see through a glass darkly.
Yes.
But then face to face, we're gonna be like, oh, I understand why you couldn't describe this. It's only so much you can do.
And the only thing we not gonna know, like for sure, is his name. Because remember in the Ascension of Isaiah.
Yep. We ain't gonna know that till we get there.
We ain't gonna know until we get there. That's the only thing that's hidden. It's like when you go into the heavens, because he says it.
Yep.
They
but everything else, he told us what was going to happen.
He got a whole nother name in heaven.
I told y'all what was going to happen.
He did.
He said, I told you.
And listen, he said, I took it from the backwards, okay? I told you from the end to the beginning.
Yes.
I could have went forward, but nah, listen. Most people want to know what happened at the end, so I'm going to give you the end first. Then I'm going to walk you through the process. But remember, you already know the end. The end is I'm coming. Yes. I'm already your savior.
Yes. And if you remember in the book of Enoch, if you just go to the first few chapters, it tells you the end first. He said he's going to come with thousands of his Kodashim.
Yes.
And you're like, wait, we there already?
That's why it's so important.
He tell you the end, then he start explaining creation and all that. He said, this is how it's going to end up, but I'm going to give y'all the whole story.
This is why we have to not look at the scriptures as a myth, as a religious tool. Because that's what they did. They weaponized our history and made it into a tool. Anybody can use it for anything.
Yep.
Anybody.
They just pull stuff out of it.
Pull things out for it. But we have to understand that this is our history. This is our instructions.
Yes.
This is what we should learn from. It's not a myth. It's do this. If you do it, here's the consequences. If you do that, then here's the reward. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn.
You get a blessing or the consequences.
There you go. It's black or white. Okay? All right. Come near unto me. Hear ye this. I have not spoken in secret from the beginning. Right?
Oh, wow.
Yes, y'all. Yes, that goes on to say, y'all invented the spoiler alert. He sure did.
Yeah.
He said, listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm spoiler alert.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the end of the movie first.
Yep.
And remember, it used to be a TV show like that. What's the one they showed you the murder? I think it was Columbo. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well,
they showed you who the killer was first. So the murder happened at the beginning, and then they show you how he worked it out. I think it was Columbo. Those of you who are, it still comes on every now and then. But because I didn't watch Columbo back in the day when
Lola, what? Oh, okay, never mind.
No,
she said he sure did, but I thought she was talking about Columbo. But I'm like, Lolo, I know you younger than me, so I know you don't know nothing about no Columbo.
It be on TV sometime.
No, but still.
Yeah, but yeah, they always showed you the murder first.
Wow.
And who did it, and then they showed you how he worked it out and found out.
Wow. Uncle Aaron said, "Yep, 100%, absolutely." Wow. Okay, so let me see. I have not spoken in secret from the beginning, from the time that it was, there I am. And now Adonai Yahuwah and his Ruach has sent me. Thus says Yahuwah, your Redeemer, capital R, Yah, the Holy One of Yasharel. I am Yahuwah Eloheka, which teaches you to profit, which leads you by the way that you should go. This is why we have to have the Ruach. It says, which teaches, has sent me. That says Yahuwah, I am Yahuwah Eloheka, which teaches you. We need Yahuwah for sure. He teaches us and lead us, y'all. We can't lead ourselves. We ain't been here this long. I don't care if you're 50, 60. We ain't been on this little flat earth that long. Only he knows. He created everything.
Yep.
And Auntie Cam said, I love Columbo.
Oh, yes, she knows. Yeah. Yeah.
Make me think of, y'all know I'm a little slow. Okay, 18. Oh, that you had hearkened to my commandments. Guard them, y'all. Then had your peace been as a river, and your righteousness as the waves of the sea. Your seed also had been as the sand, and the offspring of your generation like gravel thereof. His name should not have been cut off nor destroyed from before me.
So if only you just would let you be in your land right now.
And you be
flourishing. Yes. In your own land, not even worried about all these other people.
You wouldn't even be cut off, murdered, none of that stuff.
Nothing.
Like, if only you would have just listened to my commandments. Boy. All right. Go ye forth of Babel, flee ye from the Castium. With the voice of singing declare ye. Tell this, utter it even to the end of the earth. Say, ye, Yahuwah has redeemed his servant Yaakov, and they thirsted not when he led them through the deserts. He caused the waters to flow out of the rock for them, and he clave the rock also, and the waters gushed out. There is no peace, says Yahuwah, unto the wicked.
Wow.
Now listen, if y'all didn't just catch this, he said, even though, like, listen, y'all gonna get out of here, whatever, right? Y'all come out here, you sing, you bless me, you do this. But when it's getting too hard, start going back to what I used to do.
Remember what I did.
Go back to what I did.
So I'm the same one. I'm the same person.
Same person.
Same, yeah.
Tell the people what I did, right? Start, because that stuff helps us.
Yes.
That stuff lifts up our spirit. That gives us the strength to progress, the strength to keep going. Listen, if you start 1 foot and put the 1 foot in front of the other, I don't care if you do a step, you take your time. If it's a slow process doing it, eventually you start moving.
Yes.
Right? He just said, and this is when we go back to the things that Yah has done for us in the past, it helps us put 1 foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
Versus standing still. Standing still is dangerous. Because that's when Hasatan get in your ear. He don't like you.
Yep.
He don't care.
He don't care about y'all. Look, y'all
you shouldn't have did that.
All these rocks.
You should just go ahead and just hit a lick real quick. You should go ahead and take that money from her. Yep. You should go ahead. That's when Hasatan start getting in your ear.
Today, like you need to eat today.
Go ahead and smoke that rock. Whether you felt good, that's because you was numb. Okay, you start feeling all the after effects, and Hasatan was gone, and your body is aching like crazy. Okay, go back and tell your situation. Nah, because I remember when he did this. And listen, even if you ain't got nothing to tie you to, I remember when he did it for Daniel in the lion's den.
Yep.
I remember when he grabbed such and such. Listen, go and tell your circumstances all the things that he has done. And I promise you, it's going to be enough to put your foot in front of the other in Yah, and you eventually begin to move in him.
Yep. And the water gushing out the rock, like, did he ever, I don't think it's in the scripture, did they ever say how big the rock was? Because in our minds, we always picture this big old rock. For all we know, the rock could have been this size.
The rock could have been.
That's what I'm saying. If you in the whatever you're in, because we don't know.
We don't.
Where he gonna take us, and because we know, it's gonna be similar to Egypt in some ways. But even if you see a rock like this size, look, I'm gonna say if whatever size the rock is. Because he may give us personal rocks.
You don't know.
Water can come out of a rock. I don't care if it's a big rock, a little rock, a double rock.
Listen, come on, sister.
He may give us all personal rocks. We can drink out of like he did the children with the honey.
Yes, he did.
One rock had the honey, one rock had the milk.
That's true. And so, and even in that,
Mm-hmm.
You taking what's impossible.
Yes.
Right? Because you can go outside and look at a rock and try to dump it. Ain't nothing coming out of there, right? So you look at your scenario, and you can even equate that to whatever your situation looks like right now. Y'all going to make a way.
Yes.
I don't care if they say, hey, your house is going to be foreclosure, and it looks just ain't nothing hitting it. Ain't nothing gonna come out of it. There's
no way.
There's no way that, listen, y'all will make a way. A rock and water coming from it, that's him just making a way from what's impossible.
Yes.
That's when you need to move out the way and just say, okay, you told me to drink, put my lips on this nasty rock. Let's go. Let's go. Right?
Give me some water.
It's moving you out the way and putting the Ruach and Yahuwah Eloheka in the front seat, and you just in the back, which you really don't need a seatbelt because you in good hands. I mean, he's the first Allstate, okay? Ain't no mayhem in him, okay? Mayhem is in us.
Yeah, and remember, he is creation. So don't get the tripping. Because nobody naturally puts a rock in their mouth.
No.
But if he said the water's in it, evidently he must have sanitized it ahead of time.
Absolutely.
He did something with the water. The rock ain't gonna hurt me.
Absolutely.
If he's telling me to drink.
And again, he's pointing us to something that we seen.
Yes.
He did it
for
the
children. He said, y'all know this. You know I can do this.
Yep. He did it for the children. And we have to start using these scriptures and telling our children, no, listen, there was people trying to take these babies out. The Most High took them babies, put them in a field of grass. And guess what? The grass covered them.
Yes.
And guess what fed them? Rocks. I know it's hard to believe, but he had one rock putting out milk. The other one was putting out honey. We have to put these scriptures out so these kids can pass them down to their children and make it not, take the myth out of it. Take the fairy tale
out of it.
He is, and Yah is the rock. Yes, girl, how we missed that one. So simple yet powerful. Yes, ma'am.
See, that's why we need y'all.
That's why we need y'all in the chat. She says, Auntie Riri says, Yah is the rock, and he's the living water that flows from it. Come on, water almost.
Come on.
It ain't my house to be pouring water, but ma'am.
I bet that was some good old fresh water, too.
Listen. Okay.
Because the way they doing our water now, I'd rather my water come from a rock in the desert that y'all ain't touched.
Bring it. She said, and his word is the living water. Yes. Absolutely. Auntie Linda said, okay, Riri. Uncle Aaron said, hallelujah. Yes. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from afar. Excuse me. Yahuwah has called me from the womb. From the belly of my mother has he made mention of my name. And he has made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand has he hid me and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver has he hid me. Wow. And said unto me, you are my servant, O Yasharel, in whom I will be glorified. Wow. Then I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my judgment. I'm just playing with y'all. Just wanted to know my eyes was getting blurred, so I had to come out of it.
Finally, I was in on one, but that's only because she touched me right before I was
Why you telling them?
I'm sorry. You're right.
See why I don't let her in? Look what she did.
But I told after it was over. I was like, oh, man.
Uncle.
Uh-oh. Who acting up? Who acting up?
Oh, I can't get to this.
I got my glasses on, yeah.
Oh, I can't get to his phone. Oh, I know you lying. I'm not saying you lying. I know you playing. I know you playing. I know you playing, Uncle Aaron. I know you playing.
Aaron, why?
I know you playing.
You act like this your first time on.
You playing. I know you playing.
You heard us get on, Linda. And now you gonna say it. Cliff coming. Look out, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, you sorry. No, sorry, you don't get it. Sorry.
Everybody knows the rules and story time.
I was like, yeah, I thought it was the best.
Is my Uncle Aaron around? Okay.
Where he at then?
Listen, Uncle Aaron, I was calling you, okay? We on story time, but Auntie, he even put in the chat, he said, Cliff coming, looking out, y'all. Look out,
y'all.
Oh, text it to me. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to take care of it after line. Oh, man.
We're going to deal with him offline.
We're going to deal with him offline. Oh, my. Oh, my. Cutting up. All right.
Everybody on here have learned not to call out a Cliff.
Everybody.
Even if you knew it was coming.
Wow. The disrespect.
Oh,
my. Oh, I was never hot. And now I'm sweating. Who knows? Calling out a Cliff will make me sweat. Oh, see, it's because you got a men's meeting. See?
Do they? Oh, yeah, they do.
That's what happened. He was supposed to be in that men's meeting.
He was going to creep away. But, oh, yeah, they started already.
Uncle Aaron said, my bad.
Yeah, bad. Don't even try it. Don't.
Auntie Linda just want everybody to see. She said,
it wasn't her.
It wasn't me. Thank you.
She's glad it was somebody else.
Auntie Riri, she said, I thought it was my internet.
See, that's what Lolo thought too.
Oh, Lolo did?
Mm-hmm.
She said, y'all, I thought it. Oh, yeah. She said, I thought I was in a bad spot for connection. Uncle Aaron said, I love y'all. Mm-hmm. You lucky I don't have
what's love got to do with it? This is not a love thing. Don't try it.
She said the men's meeting is canceled. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is?
I don't know if it is, but still.
Who said that?
Lolo.
How she? Oh, I was going to say how she know, but yeah.
Oh, it is canceled. It sure is.
She probably talked to Hector.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Still.
Y'all want to hear my uncle voice?
Still.
Let's see if he can.
Oh, you putting him on blast?
Yeah, it's my uncle. Hey, Uncle.
Hello? Nah, don't.
We just all want to know what made you do it.
You order two shrimp fried rice.
Nah.
No onions, man. No onions. Listen.
Oh, he did not.
I want my breath smell of funky.
He did not just do that.
All right. Everybody been called on story time. Everybody been called. You call a Cliff off. You call a story time.
I just knew it was coming.
But you're not supposed to say it.
You're not supposed to say it.
I want the knife. Yeah.
Everybody knows it, okay? You get called on story time. You mention a Cliff, I'm calling you via messenger, okay?
All right. I'm gonna be good. I ain't gonna be mad no more.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Bye.
All right. I love you.
I love y'all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. 6th day.
Right. Listen, my cousin, he said, oh, you got me.
That's the point.
That's the point. You're supposed to think that your internet was messed up. Lolo said, y'all didn't learn from me and get
right. No. You would think they'd learn from her and Linda, but no.
Yes. And then Auntie Linda said, yes, Lolo, he getting it just like I did. You get called on story time. Okay?
No discrimination, no respect for persons.
I'm gonna find
you. Call out a Cliff, you get checked.
You listen, check marks the spot. Either way, somebody's gonna get called. I'm gonna find your number, okay? I'm gonna FaceTime you, Google Duo somebody. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. If nothing, you gotta just guard the commandments.
Yes.
Just listen to the commandments. You ain't got to listen.
Yeah, that's what Yeshua was trying to say. Just don't be fake.
Yeah.
Don't think Hebrew's gonna save you. Don't be fake. Do what you're supposed to do.
That's it.
So you can get them blessings.
That's it. Get them blessings in a closer relationship with him. So he can let you in on the know. You know what I'm saying? Be in the know. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Absolutely. Love y'all so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Shalom, y'all. Shalom. Well, one of